Hello, Entropia's finest. We're very happy you are here. Today we're talking about a controversial place. Some people love it, some people loathe it. I am, of course, referring to Planet Arcadia. Arcadia has had a storied history, and I don't consider myself a super expert on the topic. However, we will be touching on a few things in its history. The good, the bad, and the scammy. Yes, scam is a loaded and powerful word. But I think when we are done here, you will be educated enough to come to your own conclusions. These are the sins of Arcadia. Arcadia was created early on in the Planet Partner system. It was either the second or third world to be added to the galaxy we all know and love. From its inception, there have been fans and foes. Fans say it is a very new player-friendly place, and I tend to agree to an extent. Foes may say many things, that it's not got enough content, that it's too far away, I'm looking at you next island, that it smells funny, no wait, I made that last thing up. I would be completely remiss if I didn't mention the things that I like about Arcadia, so let's get that out of the way now. Number 1, the creatures and environment designs are top-notch. I like the critters of Arcadia, I like the areas too. Mutation Station is especially interesting to me, but I may be biased just a little. The music is actually really banging. If you turn on your music, Mr. I listen to my own tunes, you will find a few tracks that play kind of frequently that just might get your head banging. Number 3, I like that there is a unique aspect to mining here on Arcadia. Treasure hunting may cost twice as much as just finding end matter and minerals, but it comes with its own skills and unique items, which can be used for crafting. The skills are especially useful as they can improve your other related skills. Do some treasure hunting today if you've got the pet. Number 4, I'm sure there is a fourth thing, but I can't think of it right now. Oh yeah. Fruit walking. Fruit walking is fun. There are a lot of places you can scavenge for fruit on Arcadia. Many places without mobs. Not a bad thing to do while you're mining. And 5th, codex. This sort of follows with number 1, the creatures. Every unique critter has a codex, both above and underground. You can spend weeks or even months on Arcadia just getting skills and attributes from codex. So at least when it comes to that, Arcadia has its place in the galaxy. Now that we got the warm and fuzzies out of the way, let's talk about the darker side of Arcadia, the foul, shadowy backside that has made this planet a controversy, and why. There have been no shortage of problems since its inception. Let's talk about a few. The market, naturally, can't hold a candle to Calypso, or even other planets such as Cyrene. Man, Cyrene's really killing it lately, isn't it? The biggest reason is the following bad thing, so we'll get to that in a jiffy. But due to the market being slow, it is difficult to buy or sell things on Arcadia. Entropia is a player-driven economy, and things have only gotten worse with higher delivery fees from off-world as of late. Calypso is Mindark's baby, and they'll do anything, even if it means hurting other planets, to help Callie. As a counterpoint to this, there are some solid player-owned storefronts. Number 2, there aren't really many updates. Yes, Arcadia has a big event here and there. Arcadia Migration just got over. Sage is a yearly thing that brings a lot of life to the planet for a day or so. There was even Gold Rush, but we'll get more into that here in a minute. So yeah, as far as content, it is very limited, partly because Mindark seems to have it out for Arcadia. They don't like to approve anything they want to do according to Arcadia devs, and I can believe that. But Cyrene gets things through. Next Island does too. Toulon and Monria, not an issue, right? So maybe it's Arcadia devs that are the problem. Number 3, there was apparently an issue with a player getting a hold of a developer item, an item of such overwhelming power that it broke the game for a bit. It's been dealt with since then, and I have no idea all the details. Leave a detailed account of this in the comments, and I'll make a video detailing it for posterity. I think that event made Mindark a little nervous, and also maybe a little angry. That may be why they have a humbug up their butt when it comes to Arcadia. Sheesh, Mindark, let it go, man. Some drops are super rare and with punishing grinds for players. One example is the Smuggler Armor. Nanites are no picnic. Some drops are apparently just broken. Just plain broken. The plates you get on Arcadia Moon, impossible to get according to one anonymous source because the stuff you need to upgrade them are not dropping. Any updates on that would be appreciated. The Arcadia Moon Beads. Wow. This one deserves its own video, really. I recall that being a particularly bad debacle. They had 1 million originally, I think. They weren't able to sell that many, so they lowered the amount to, I think, like 500,000 beads. They had that special armor suit thing that made you look like an android, and a special pet if you bought at least, let's see, was it $300 or was it $500 worth of deeds? I always get my 3s and 5s mixed around. God damn it, Holy Grail. I can't remember, but that's not all. Apparently the deeds didn't even reward much since there wasn't originally a ton of content on the ring to begin with. The instance, the thing everyone wanted to do, didn't count as far as collecting revenues. And the one thing there was outside of the instance was a mission that anyone could do for no cost. They called it the Moon Walk or something to that effect, where you went around to generators and turned them on in a certain order. Oh, always the same order. And you could go either clockwise or counterclockwise, but it took around 15 to 20 minutes to complete, and you got 2 free ped worth of ammo. I did that for a couple months on end, and I was able to do a nice little hunt after that. So, in short, no one was spending money on the moon. This has since been remedied somewhat, but it left a bad taste in people's mouths. Number 6, the way Gold Rush has been handled. Let me explain. According to my sources, it was not too difficult to cheat at Gold Rush. My guess is botting the F key while stepping away to do something else. I'm not going to name names, but there were a few botters. Most of the evidence we have is anecdotal. But one guy was actually caught firing his gun outside the instance, having apparently been kicked out by the timer, and they had not yet returned to their computer to stop the program. So yes, may the best cheater, competitor win. The Viceroy Armor, everyone's favorite cool-looking armor. That's right, it's about as good as Ghost, but costs more if you hunt for it yourself, and you cannot sell it or trade it. Only got a value of roughly 400 ped, fully repaired. Yep, it's one of them account-bound things. One upside, though, is it is upgradable. But you have to find a super rare item, one that we mentioned earlier in the video, remember? The nanites. The final upgrade is pretty snazzy though. It gives you like evade and dodge and stuff like that. More detail in the description of the video. The last event, the Arkadia migration, had a cool shirt or something for those who killed enough mobs during the few weeks it was going for. Not a bad idea, but the amount one had to cycle was legendary. Correct me if I'm wrong, but just look at that tiny sliver. That was hundreds of mobs. They were the low-level Monuras, but still, it's more about amount cycled and less about amount of mobs. It would have been cooler if they let you choose a mob to cycle with and made it a flat amount for Scoria, Teledon, or Monura, rather than saying 1,000 Scoria, 2,000 Teledons, and 1,000,000 Monuras, or whatever it was. See how that might punish players a bit? A grind should be fun, not cock and balls torture. Last but certainly not least, due to popular demand, I have to add this one. It's controversial though, because some people don't mind it while others hate it. It's the Arkadia citizenship mission. You need, what is it, 9k or 10k sweat now to become a citizen. Unless, of course, you were born on Arkadia. It wouldn't be that bad if there weren't so much of what little content Arkadia has locked behind it. Could be worse, though. Could be worse, true. There are missions on Next Island that are locked behind even more egregious mission lines and unlock pretty awesome missions, but are a pain to unlock. A little bit of this isn't that bad, though, so in my eyes, this one really isn't much of a sin, more of a slight, if anything. Okay, my dear friends, did you learn anything? Now I want to be super clear here. I did not make this video to slander or call out Arkadia, at least not entirely. Maybe just a smidge. I merely wanted to call into conversation some of Arcadia's past. They are under new management now. That could be a welcome change. They're still apparently having it out with Mindark though. Give Arkadia devs your love and appreciation, but hold their feet to the fire. Don't let them become complacent, because if they do, I just might. Wow, that's good. So quiet, so peaceful, so serene. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. It took many days of hard work to cobble it together. I only wish I had more information that I could impart on you. Let's just suffice with this. Have a great day. Have fun. Huff often. And may the Lord Tommy be with you. Hey guys, remember to subscribe and watch me stream at twitch.tv/fattyprofits. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.